Hello. I'm back. I'm back, guys. Hello. Hi, everyone. How are you? Back on YouTube. Hi, guys. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Now I'm drinking some tea. Hi. Hello. 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 Guys, do I have some tea on Will? I'm upset that I didn't think about this myself. Married at First Sight, season 8, I think this is. The couples are Will and Jasmine, Keith and Kristen, Luke and Kate, and Stephanie and AJ. But honey, do I have some tea on why I'm into Jasmine? Man, when I tell you I'm kind of upset that I didn't think about this myself. I'm just going to give you lovelies a few minutes to get on with me. Yes, 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 yes. I have the tea on. Let me just share this really quick. Now, I had thought that, um, he's maybe not attracted to her. And then we came up with a name of what it's called, of why he's not attracted to her. Well, someone said it, and I was like, about that. I don't know. So then I just kept on doing a little research, and I'm like, what? And I'm just kind of trying to find people to say, do you know what this is? Is this true? What's the problem? Why isn't he into her? No, maybe he's just not into her because he's into smart girls, right? We had talked about how Will is into smart girls, right? And that's why he wanted her to dress up like a librarian and put on some glasses. And Jasmine is not that, she's just a typical girl. Not that she's not smart. I'm sure she is, but she doesn't have that. Excuse me, guys. She doesn't have that she doesn't have the smart look, right? Like some guys, some people you could just look at them and tell that they're smart. Well, I'm not going to keep you guys long, but apparently the word on the street is that, let me just share this. Word on the street, y'all, is that Will, the reason why Will is not into Jasmine, the reason why he's not attracted to her, even though when they met with Pastor Cal, um, he asked her if he thought he was attracted to her a little bit. So first of all, I am very, very, very disappointed in Pastor Cal of matching Jasmine with Will, because I am almost 99.9999999% sure that Jasmine explained to the experts that she wanted a provider husband, right? She wanted somebody who can be sole provider for her. Now, we already talked about the whole independent woman thing, and people were talking, oh, she's an independent black, strong independent black woman, but she want to provide a husband. Not because a woman is a strong independent black woman does not mean she doesn't want a husband who is a provider, because independent does not mean she doesn't want a husband. It just means that she's done it herself. She's been on her own for a while. She have made a life for her own. I mean, what is she supposed to do? Sit down and wait on some man to come and marry her, right? She's built a life. A lot of us. I consider myself to be an independent Black woman. And I wanted a husband who was a provider for me. I didn't want somebody that I needed to help to pay the bills, the mortgage. My dad told me when I was dating, he said the least a man can do for his wife and family is to put a roof over their head and food on their table. So when I was dating, I dated with that in mind. If he was not able to provide a comfortable home for me and put food on my table, I was not interested. I would just drop him and be gone. Okay. Now, that does not mean, because Jasmine is a strong, independent Black woman, does that mean she does not want a husband who was a provider. Now, Will is not a provider, right? He doesn't agree with paying, like Jasmine said, the major bills. Okay, so I'm so disappointed that Pastor Cal matched them, because I am sure it came up in the discussion that Jasmine a husband. So why would Pastor Cal and the experts match them? Pastor Cal met with Jasmine and Will. You know, he talked about compromising, but yeah, you come. I'm just so disappointed in Pastor Cal, especially because one, he's a Black man. Two, you know, the struggles of the Black woman. We are tired of fixing these men up. We're tired of them not being in the place for them to provide. We're tired of them being build-a-bars. We have to build them up. We're tired of the fixer-uppers. We're tired of the homosexuals, HOBO sexuals. We're tired of men we have to take care of because they're not up to the part as oh, brother out. We're just really tired of that. And I'm just really, really disappointed that Pastor Cal match Will with Jasmine, because he's not the provider type. Okay, even if I think a woman should have what she wants. If she wants a husband who's a provider, then that's what she should choose. I wanted a husband who was a provider, so that's what I chose. If Will has 50-50 mentality, then he should have been matched with somebody who has 50-50 mentality. Excuse me. He should not have been matched with a woman who has traditional roles of wanting a husband to provide. And it does not mean because she's independent and she's the breadwinner, it does not mean that she doesn't want to be taken care of. Because as an independent woman, right, we've gone to school, we've gotten our education because we want to take care of ourselves. We're working that job. We desire a husband who's able to provide a comfortable home for us. It does not mean we don't want to be taken care of. Okay, it does not mean we should have sat because we didn't sit at home and wait for a man to find us taken care of. And I think that's the misunderstanding with a lot of people with Jasmine. Oh, me and my husband 50 years ago. Yeah, 50 years ago. At 19, 20, you didn't have much. You had to build your life if you got married at 19 and 20. But us older folks getting married in our late 30s and our 40s, Will is 37, Jasmine is in her 30s. I was almost 36 when I got married. I was not trying to marry a build-a-bob, a fixer-upper, a build-a-male, or a homosexual. I wanted somebody who was a provider, okay? And there are men out there who have prepared themselves to be husband, to provide for their family. My husband is one of those men. His frat brothers, okay? I shared about his frat, met his wife. She owned a restaurant. He bought the restaurant and retired her, okay? So there are men out there who have prepared themselves to take care of their wives and family, their mentality, okay? Will is a 50-50 type of guy. If that's what he is, then he should choose a wife that's have the 50-50 mentality. Keith and Kristen is the same thing. And in the last episode, Kristen said, if I had met Keith and was dating him, she would not have married him. It would not have progressed to marriage, because she said, like, he want to be taken care of. He's looking for somebody to take care of them. I think unfortunately Will and Keith wanted somebody who can take care of them. Keith was living with his grandmother, and the mother took care of him and cooked. Grandmother cooked him 3 meals a day, and he was going to medical school. And it's the same thing he wants with Kristen. At the same time, Kristen is, but he still wants 3 meals a day. But you can't provide a comfortable home for her. I don't understand. You can't provide for her. She's out working all day because you can't provide for her, but you still want her to cook 3 meals a day. I don't understand. Now, when you become this doctor and you can retire her and she don't have to work and stress, then if you want 3 meals a day, sure. Then, Keith, you're talking about you wanting to have a baby now. How is that possible? You have 5 more years to go in medical school. So if you're 5 more years in medical school, then if I remember correctly, you have to do your residency. You're not ready for a baby. You can't afford it. You can't afford to put a roof over Kristen head. So how do you want to have a baby that you can't provide for and you can't take care of? Because daycare is very expensive and formula is very expensive. I nursed my son for 3.5 years, and I told my husband, I saved you so much money. I nursed him exclusively for 12 months, and he's 4. He is just starting to drink regular milk at home because he never drank it. Okay, so those are some things that we really need to think about. Okay, Luke and Kate, I mean, I just don't understand why the experts have not stopped this. It's abusive. I just wish they would stop it. It's terrible how Luke has treated Kate, and he always tries to throw it back on her. He's bringing up her drink. He's like, "You drink too much." Drunk at 4 o'clock in the morning, throwing up. Kate wasn't so drunk that she couldn't come home. Luke was. Okay, Steph and AJ. Oh Lord, AJ needs a mother, and Steph needs to just let it go. I think Steph might stay with him early, but I think to get tired of being his mother because he's like a toddler. My son is 4. He's getting older and he's better. AJ remind me of my baby when he was 2, what he wanted. So I just don't see Stephanie sticking it through. She might stay with him throughout the finales, but I think eventually she's going to walk away. It's too much. It's too much. It really is too much. Okay. Back to Will and Kristen. Okay, I just want to catch you guys up if you guys haven't been caught up. Y'all, so remember we were saying how he's just not attracted. First of all, I knew when she walked up, he was not attracted to her. I knew it. 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 And I'm going to try to see if I can find the post where I say, oh, no, he's not attracted to her. I knew Will was not attracted to her. Word on the street is that the reason why is not attracted to us, Will is a Becky lover. Did you hear me? Will is a Becky lover. Yes, honey. Will love Becky's. I'm kind of upset with that. I just thought he's not attracted to her, but it didn't click for me that he's a Becky lover. So my coworker said it, and I was like, no. She was like, yeah. So then I started doing a little researching and a little sleuthing and, quietly and reading up stuff and reading in between lines. And sure enough, Will is a Becky lover. Remember, we were saying how Jasmine is not his type, and I am all for people marrying their type. Okay, I marry my type. I'm also for people marrying who they want to marry. This is your life. You're going to spend the rest of your life with this person. So I believe you should marry who you want to marry, and you should love who you want to love, and you should, if Becky's what But Will love Becky, then marry a Becky. Okay, now come on, sisters. Now y'all know how we feel about our men leaving us for Becky's. Okay. Then they said if it wasn't a Becky, then she would have to be high yellow with Becky features. I said that makes sense. That makes sense to me, and I'm kind of upset that I didn't think about it. Again, I am all for you marrying who you want to marry, date who you want to date. This is your life. You have one life to live. That used to be my favorite soap opera. One life to live until I had to give it up because I'm like, I have to go to school. I am all for you marrying who you want to marry. If Will love Becky, then Becky it should be. But I don't remember them showing us what Will said he liked. Remember Tristan last season? He didn't want no dark girl. He wanted somebody that's high yellow. Okay, that's how he got meet Maya. He wanted somebody that looked like Maya. They were supposed to match Tristan with another girl. What was her name? Oh my gosh, she was so pretty. She was that girl from last season that they were supposed to match Tristan with, but she was too dark. And see, Maya and Tristan didn't work out. So I just want to be clear. I am all for people marrying who they want to marry. If our black men love Becky's, then Becky should be. Because that is your, and you have it forever. I marry my type. I love the Barack Obama type. Okay, when I was dating, if he wasn't Cory Booker was my boyfriend in my head for years until rumors started swirling about him, but that he doesn't like my kind. And then he didn't do well with our city. But for years, Cory Booker was my boyfriend in my head because I'm like, that's the type of man I like, a Cory Booker type. And then Barack Obama came on. And I was like, oh, Barack Obama type. My husband is a Booker type, Barack Obama type. Okay. So I am all for people loving who they want to love, marrying who you want to marry because it's your life. You have one life to live. And you have to do with your life what you feel like you need to do with your life because your life is a gift and it's your right to do what you want to do, except illegal stuff, of course, kids and all that stuff, criminals and stuff like that. Okay. So it all makes sense now. Will is not attracted to Jasmine because he liked Becky's. And y'all know Jasmine is like, she don't have no Becky features. And Jasmine, she's a beautiful girl. She's beautiful. She's smart. That kind of makes sense why it wasn't just that she was smart. Because I think Jasmine is a very smart girl. She has her head on her shoulders. She reminds me of me. That's why I'm going back for Jasmine. Yes, I am the Jasmine defender. Because she reminds me so much of me, of wanting what she wanting a husband to provide and love and protect her and stuff like that. And he changed his mind. I don't think he changed his mind about having kids. He just didn't want to marry Jasmine. I guarantee you he's going to find him a girl he want to marry and have kids with. Okay. So it makes sense because I'm like, Jasmine's such a sweet girl. Now, next week they showed us of them kissing. It looked like Will. Because Will was. It looked as if Will was struggling, So we will see what happened next week, but it makes sense that it's starting to make sense to me now. So with this information, I'm going to be watching just to see if I can pick up on anything. Why he gave her 8. You would give the black girl a 6.8, Will, because I think Jasmine is trying so hard to compromise for this marriage. She went to 60-40. To me, that's 50-50. I couldn't do it, y'all. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. No. But in all fairness, she did not choose her husband, Pastor Cal. I'm so disappointed in you. because we're tired of taking care of the black men. We're tired of struggling with them. We're tired of building them up to get to. I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed. I am really, really, really disappointed. So yes, beloveds, apparently Will like Becky's. Okay, if you don't know what a Becky is, please look it up and please don't be offended. Okay, ask Beyonce what a Becky is. All right. Yes, 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 y'all. That makes sense. And I'm kind of, like, oh my God, why didn't I think about that? But apparently, Will is a Becky lover. Yes. Now, apparently, this is all alleged now, okay? This is alleged. Alleged. It is alleged that Will is into Becky's. It's alleged. Will is into Becky's, okay? Alleged. It is all alleged. So maybe makes sense. I'll see you next week. This week. Today's Tuesday. Today's Sunday. It's alleged, okay, that yeah. So I would like to see the interviews that Pastor Cal conducted with them. I missed that this year. I would really love to see it. All right, guys. Well, I'm not going to keep you any longer, but I just had to drop this over here for you guys interested. Please remember to subscribe if you have not subscribed. Please do. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoy this short little video. Please remember to share and please invite your friends and just check my other videos out. Okay, this is Church Girls Want to Get Married. But you guys know Married at First Sight. It is my oldest show that I watch. I basically dropped everything else because I just have so much to do with my writing and the baby and stuff like that. But I do keep up with this show because it is about marriage, and I love to talk about marriage. All right, my beloveds, I love you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. And I'll be jumping on a little bit more often. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.